Hi, V. This is Andrew from Girl That's My Song.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Awesome. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having
Cool.
me.
Perfect. No problem. So we could jump right into it. I have a few questions I wanted to ask you because of course I've been following your career ever since you launched with Empire and everything. Even though I've heard about you before and you've been grinding, but you got on a real scene on big in public, when Empire. So what has that experience been like? Because that's such a major show. And just tell us a little bit about your role and everything like that because you pop up here and there and it's always a moment every time you're on the screen. So we
hmm
just want to talk to you a little bit about that experience so far.
I mean, Empire's been amazing. It's like, the perfect platform for artists like
Mhm.
myself to, be a part of. It's catapulted my career in a tremendous way. So I'm always grateful for Empire and what an impact it had on my career. The cast, the energy, Lee Daniels, Danny
Mhm.
Strong, they've been amazing.
Yeah.
Terrence Howard's been a great mentor to me,
Mhm.
showing me so many things and giving me a lot of jewels as far as, approaching acting the best
Yeah.
in the best light,
Mhm.
Yeah, I just um, feel
So
like
was
the
it?
character is more so like, it's very similar to how I am,
Oh.
She's very driven, Veronica, and,
Mhm.
and she just is going to give it her all every time she,
Yeah.
steps on the scene.
Mhm.
And she would never let anybody tell her
Mhm.
otherwise.
Yeah.
I feel like every time Veronica comes in on Empire, it is going to be some type of dramatic,
Mhm.
explosion that's going to happen. I think
Absolutely.
it's a message in that. So every time you see
Mhm.
Veronica, just know that, oh shit, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. Oh
No,
Lord,
it's
like
totally
what is
fine.
about to happen? It's
Mhm.
gonna be some major drama. So yeah.
Yeah, 'cause everything is so dramatic. So were you a little bit nervous about joining this because I saw you grinding in your early music career, especially the first time I noticed you was when that bass in that video was like I think it's you and T Bloom and it was just like you just guys just
Cool.
singing your face off in that black and white video. Did you ever think that you would be on a show like Empire? Did you see that as your trajectory or was it just like this is what God has given me, I'm gonna go with it?
Well, I've always been an actress. I've acted
Okay.
for a long time. It's come raw to me. That's just
Mhm.
how it is.
Yeah.
But I, focused so much on my singing that I kind of put acting to the side. But
Yeah.
when Empire did, come my way, I was like,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna, go for it. Of course, I
Yeah.
knew that the show would be a culture phenomenon as soon as I
Mhm.
read the script and when
Yeah.
I learned Lee Daniels was behind it, because you know how Lee
Mhm.
is. He's raw. He's gonna give it to you
Exactly. You
all the
want to tell
way.
exactly how
He's
it
an
is.
extremist,
Mhm. Yeah.
Exactly. So, I just felt that yes, it was a blessing, but this was another sign for me to be like, okay, you need to dive back into your acting and really get real,
Mhm.
real serious with it.
Yeah. Do you think that you would ever like wish that your role could be bigger? Because every time we do see you, it's always a vocal moment. It's always
Yeah.
something crazy. And even just that, the first season when we saw you in a booth with Terrence Howard, we just expected that character to just be, on there a little bit more.
Yeah.
But even though every time you are on there, it's magical. But do you want your role to expand more? Do you see that for the
I mean, I
future? Is
would
that
like for it to
yeah.
expand. I would like for it to expand a lot more.
Hmm.
It's a lot of politics that people don't know about when it comes to
Yeah.
just, to
Hmm.
Hollywood. So
Yeah. Of
more or
course.
less, I'm thankful to be a part of it, and it's all good. If I don't have a
Hmm.
speaking role or whatever role in Empire,
Hmm.
trust, I'll get
Yeah.
another role somewhere else that'll be major. Because
Hmm.
everything
Yeah.
I do is strategic and it's for a reason. So it's cool.
Yeah.
If they put me
Cool.
if they give me a bigger role, if they don't,
Hmm.
I ain't tripping, and you can quote me on that.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Awesome. So it's just like you've had two big ballad songs, from What Is Love to Hourglass. I'm obsessed with Hourglass.
Yes.
The last episode was incredible.
Aw.
Yeah, it
Thank
was
you.
amazing, and they gave you that, like, literally that moment. I don't know how many times that people text me, "Where's the song at? Where's the song?" I'm going on iTunes trying to find the song myself. I'm like, I was obsessed with it, and then I had to go on your Instagram to find out that Terrence Howard actually wrote it. So, what was
Yeah, he
that
did.
whole experience like in the studio? Oh my God, I didn't know that was. I knew he was an artist, but I didn't know his writing skills was at that level. So that's because the
Oh
song was
yeah.
incredible.
Terrence Howard is a musical genius, actually. He's so smart. He's like the smartest person that I know. Wow. So talented with that pen. You know, he talks to me like, yeah, I want you to just hear this song. You know, I wrote it like 5 years ago. I was like, okay, whatever. It don't matter if a song is dope, you know. I listened to it. I was immediately connected to it. I didn't know if they were going to put it in Empire. I was just going to put it on my album, you know. Yeah. But they heard the song and they was like, they were, you know, very happy with it. And, you know, I think that created another reason for me to even come back because the song is so amazing. And it's a lot of things that I've done, but I don't know, they just haven't made the cut, I guess. But yes, Hourglass paved the way for this season to share.
Yeah, but it's just like they always give you almost basically a quintessential song because What Is Love basically almost defined the show. It's just the whole, it was just such a power ballad. So it just defined everything which you want from Empire. It just had so much raw emotion. So was that the first song that you recorded for the show?
Yes, it was. I was working on my album with Tempo, and I did a piece called Ray Jones that he was, you know, excited about. And he was like, I want to show this to Lee Daniels. You know, I think that she would be good to be a part of this show. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So he showed it to Lee, and Lee just immediately called my people, and like, I'm going to put, you know, be in the show. And, you know, it was supposed to be a bigger role, but, you know, like I said, politics. But What Is Love, I recorded while I was recording my album with Tempo. So it kind of just all happened so authentically and organically. I was just, you know, at the right place at the right time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so also just because, like you mentioned before, like I know that you said that you used to act, like that was one of your passions. So I did notice that you're in a new movie produced by Chris Stokes and is with Claudia Jordan and also Jay Buggs, I believe Howard High, if I did my research right. And,
that's right. You did your research.
Cool. So what was that experience like? Like, how did you get involved with that? Tell us a little bit about the film, because I saw different little clips, but of course I wanted to ask, why not ask the source since you're already in it?
So Marcus Houston, they're all behind that production of Howard High. I mean, it's an amazing cast, an amazing storyline. I play a teacher, a music teacher, you know, in Kansas City. Just, you know, showing the kids, you know, the way. It's a very positive, driven film, musically, strongly musically driven, amazing songs. And Chris Stokes director. He was an amazing director.
Oh, wow.
I think that the film was an amazing film. So I can't wait for people to see it. Yeah.
Great. When is it set to come out? That's one thing I couldn't find.
I would think that it's before summer is over. You know, I don't know exactly what date, but I think I heard summertime. Don't quote me on that, but
okay, cool, no problem. Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. After I thought, I'm like, because Chris Stokes always going to give you something good. So I was like, let's see what he got up his sleeve this time around.
Yeah, and I like it because it's LA based, you know.
Oh, cool.
And I'm in LA, so it has like a, you know, what LA is really like right now.
Yeah, so LA definitely, you know, when you think about musical scenes, you know the Atlanta scene, you know the New York music scene, but it's something about LA that has been very ambiguous over the years. Like you see a lot of artists. So it's just like, what is the LA sound? Is that something that you're going to tap into on your album, or are you going to take a lot of elements since you've basically been traveling a lot? So it's different music that you've been inspired by. But the LA sound is like, is it Janae Aiko? Does she represent the sound? Like it's like who represents the LA?
Oh, you got
LA
to find out, baby. You got to find out on this EP, because I'm, you know, I'm from South Central. I'm an East Side baby, so a lot of people see me on Empire and they see the ballads and the powerhouse. Because I'm gonna always give you a ballad, because that's from a real singer, you know. Yeah. But it's so many different sides to me, different, you know, layers to this right here. It ain't just a ballad queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it comes to that LA sound and giving you them isms and giving you that raw. Just that rawness when it comes to the music is this EP is gonna be it. It's gonna be it.
Like, I'm so excited for it because I saw that you're about to release a single almost in like next week, right around Memorial Day weekend. Go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what is
I
that?
love.
Where's that song? What's the element about that? Because I do know I can't wait to post it. So I want to know like what's the sound? What is it about? Like what is the
Oh
lyrics?
yeah.
Like just tell us a little bit about the first single.
I mean, the first single basically, I'm giving you the LAism. You know, it's
Okay.
a,
Mhm.
it's like a mid. You know, I think it's a good answer for the girls. It's about,
Okay.
if you don't want to stay, you can go. It's
Okay.
kind of telling my story a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a professional woman. There's so many professional women out here, a lot of queens, and you
Yeah.
know, sometimes your man can't handle your shine. So I'm like, no, I'm working. You can go,
Yeah.
you know? So that's what the song is about. I'm giving you a little rapping, you know, rapping
Okay.
isms here and there. It's a beautiful song. I love it. Produced by Lil Rodney. So it'll be
Okay.
out for May 27th. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited for it because of course you want to hear more of who B is because we get everybody got it on their iTunes, everybody got whatever you've done with Empire, but of course you want to hear just more of B
Yeah.
and like what you
Yeah.
have to offer because it's like you working with
Exactly.
heavyweights,
I'm
like being
excited.
working with Tyrese and working with Timbaland, so obviously you got the ears of some people. So we just want to hear everything that you've been that you've been cooking up, you know.
Yeah. It's coming. I'm so excited for everybody to hear what I've been brewing up. It's gonna be good.
Awesome. I'm excited. So I did want to ask you this. So I've seen, just me digging up, I did see that you had a relationship with the late Prince. Oh, I hate even saying late before I say that. But,
I know. Yeah.
just that. So, of course, everybody, he's influenced. Anybody that put their mouth on the mic, he's influenced them some way, somehow.
Absolutely.
So, everybody's about to be so many tributes. They've already announced that, Madonna's doing it at Billboard. So if BET, of course, we all bank on BET doing the best tribute. Who do you see? Who would you want to tribute him? Like, who would you want to see on that stage that would do him total justice?
Oh wow.
I have my picks, but I always like to hear other people, especially since I'm coming from a fan standpoint,
I
watching
would like
Purple
to
Wayne.
hear Janelle Monáe. I would like to
Okay.
hear Janelle Monáe, maybe Miguel. You know,
Yeah,
I know Jasmine Sullivan. She kills every time.
of course.
I want to hear the young energy. What that perspective is about when it comes to Prince, because he's influenced so many, artists, of course.
Yeah.
But I want people to understand that, the new breed of artists is coming up. We really, really love music and we really do music. This is, real music. And he was a real musician. So I would love to see just a young breed of artists do their thing, when it comes to Prince, for sure.
Awesome. And what would you say, if you feel even comfortable revealing it, what would you say is the best advice that he's giving you? Because we saw so many interviews about him commenting on just like when he went to see Beyonce behind the piano, like just how much of touch that he loved like younger artists and giving them those those jewels. So what would you say behind closed doors was a jewel that he gave you that you're like, I'm taking that forever. I'm taking that with me forever.
Fight for what you want, or what you believe in. Just fight for it. If you really, really believe in something and you want to do something and people ain't in and out of it, but you feel like it's your truth and what you need to do, fight for it. Don't let nobody steer you away.
Awesome. Well, that's really so. That is literally you gave me everything that I needed. Like this was an amazing interview. I appreciate you even taking the time. Like this was a breath of fresh air.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, love. I really appreciate you.
No problem at all. And I wish you all the best. And we're definitely going to try, because we were talking to Max, trying to figure out how we could get on that video set to meet in person and get another interview. So I definitely appreciate you, and I hope we get to meet soon.
For sure. I'm sure we will.
Great. Have a good one.
You too, honey. Bye-bye.